All right, in today's video, I head up into the mountains. I find a little bit of dirt, air down the tires, and have some fun. I also get to use this new Tozalazz twin air compressor. I think it's like 11.6 CFM. This thing rips. So stay tuned to the end of the video if you want to see me kind of use and review this air compressor. I'm super stoked to have it. So thanks to Tozalazz for sending this out. And without further ado, here's the video. Well, boys, I'm still here. I've been hard at work at the house for the last 6 months or so. I haven't done any four-wheel drive content. I haven't really even done any four-wheel drive trips. I got my bone stock Tacoma, and today I just said screw it. I'm going up into the mountains. So right now I'm headed to Bowman Lake Road, and I'm going to take that up as far as I can. Hoping maybe to get to Meadow Lake. But we'll see. I'm just going for a Sunday cruise. I got an air compressor. I'm gonna air down, see how far I get. I got the pup in tow. I got a bottle of water and good attitude. So let's get to it. I just found some dirt, so I pulled off. It's another 7 or so miles on that crazy paved road to get to Meadow Lake Road, and I don't even know if that's dirt. So I was just looking for some dirt today. So I'm gonna air down. I got the pup out. He's gonna run a little bit, and we're gonna see where this road takes us. So I'm just pulling the core until right after the whistle stops. And then we'll check them all and see where they're all at, but it's kind of a good indication that they're all even. I'm not gonna go way down, maybe somewhere between 15 and 20. Hear that whistle? There it is. Here, it's kind of stopped now. Good enough. All right, I got all my tires aired down. We're just gonna head up this road and see where it goes. This guy hasn't run on a dirt road for a long time, and frankly, I haven't been on a dirt road since I did that Chevy commercial, which turned out pretty cool. But I've been itching to get back out there, so I don't have the time or the money to do big 1-tons right now, so I'm gonna take what I can get and at least hit some dirt. So let's get after it. He's gone. I guess he was excited. Off the map now. I don't know where we're going. there's some kind of campground up here, but I'm not really sure where. There's a fork in the road here. I'm gonna go right. There's definitely tire tracks though. I'm still going, but I just saw this little, I don't know if it's a campsite or not, but little turnaround spot, little fire pit, or lack thereof, but nice view. It's pretty chilly up here. It's October 1st, and I don't know how high I am, maybe 6,000 feet, 5,000 feet, something like that. I don't have a temp gauge in the car, but I have one of those ultra scan gauges, and it said my intake air temp was about 55 degrees. So it's pretty chilly. As soon as you get up in the mountains, it gets pretty chilly. I'm hoping I'm gonna look up and see if I can have a campfire. If this is BLM land, if I can have a campfire, if you can do dispersed camping or something like that, because this is a really cool spot. There's a couple lakes just up the way a little bit that I'm gonna try to get to. But this is, you know, I've been on the road for 2 hours probably from my house, and it's absolutely beautiful. It would be very cold at night, which is why I wouldn't really want to do it without having a fire, but it's absolutely gorgeous. So I'm going to carry on and see what else this place has in store. I don't know if the lakes are cool looking or accessible or you can fish there or what. So I'm going to keep pressing on. Well, there's your answer. Bunch of Subaru drivers. God, pissed me off. What do you think, bud? Go pee on one of their cars. Anyway, we're gonna carry on a little bit further and see what's down here. Well, gate number 2. So that's the end of the line. I just went back to that intersection and went left instead of right. And it feels like it's cutting around. And if I end up driving through a hiking trail with a bunch of fucking Subaru driving hikers, that's gonna be hilarious. Anyway, beautiful country. Love to see it. Oh, oh. Where the heck did I just end up? Let's go find out. I just went down like probably 500 feet of elevation. I mean, I was way up there. Just followed this track down. And I think I know what lake this is. I think this is Stumpy something, Meadow Stump, Stumpy Meadow Lake. Stumpy Meadow Lake, maybe? Oh my God, this place is gorgeous. What have we got there? Something swimming. Well, I couldn't have been more wrong. I meant Lindsay Lakes, something like that. This place is absolutely beautiful. There's a little fire pit right here. Obviously, people have been camping here. So I'm putting this one on the books. Come back here with a nice tent. Fishing pole. Man. The old Tacoma. Uh-oh, a little bit of a hill climb here, boys. Oh, brother, she rode it out. I got no service. Nobody knows where I am. no lockers. But I got faith in this little Toyota, although it does look like the trail's gonna end. We won't know until we know. Trail less traveled, that's for sure. Cruising by this lake here, absolutely gorgeous. I don't know where this is gonna go. Looks like that's it. Frick. Oh, brother. Well, it's one thing to go up a hill climb where you don't know where it leads and not sure if you can make it. It's a totally other thing to not be able to see it and try to back down it. So that's what we're gonna do right now because that tree's in the way and there's nowhere to turn around. So, oh, too high. Oh, ass end is sliding. We're just cresting the peak of the hill climb now. About to head down. I got a little, and the brush has grown in on either side, so I can't really hard to use my mirrors. Like, as long as both sides are in the brush, I'm probably in the middle of the trail. Fuck. Hopefully there's nothing there. Oh, there's something there. It's a little bit high. Oh! Christ. I don't know what that was. No, it was a little bit high. Oh, there's a big stick in there. Probably just lost the taillight. Oh, here she comes. Oh, lost the mirror. I just folded back. Jesus Christ. I can't tell where I am, but I know I'm starting to head down. Okay, starting to clear up a little bit. Get my mirror back. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. See if you can see. You really can't tell how gnarly this is, especially because I'm off the fucking trail. Whoa, brother. Almost. We're almost there. Yeah, sure. Okay, we made it. Doesn't look that sketchy on camera, but we made it. Oh yeah, that stick got us right there. That's actually a rust bubble right there. Maybe? Yeah, that was definitely it right there. Okay, we're all turned around, so I'm gonna blaze back up this hill. Should be no problem. Get back onto a dirt road and get the heck out of here. I've had a great day, and I've got one more thing to show you guys that will put a nice cap to this trip and a useful tool that I can now put in my tool bag. So stay tuned for that. All right, we made it back down the mountain. So here's what I got for you guys. This company, Tozalazz, reached out to me and they said, hey, we like your videos, we like your stuff. Do you want to check out our air compressor and see if you like it? So that's what they sent me. They sent me what looks like a twin compressor, very similar to what Harbor Freight sells, Morflate, those kind of, you know, it looks pretty similar. It's Tozalazz 4x4. It's got big chunky alligator clips with big chunky wire. So now I'm going to air up and kind of see how this thing performs. It's got a long hose, single inflator. This thing that threads onto the Schrader valve, which I don't really mind. only one tire at a time, which I may address in the future. If this thing turns out like it works pretty good, then this will be my kind of go-to. Comes with a bunch of different accessories. But I like the size of this wire. This looks like 8-gauge wire to me. Probably like a Chinese 6-gauge maybe. But let's just see how this thing does. And I got to air up my tires, so what better time to test this thing out than right now. Tozalazz 4x4 off-road. All right, so since I don't have any tripods or GoPros or anything like that, you're gonna have to just bear with me. It's gonna get a little shaky, but got this bad boy set down on the ground. Pop the hood. Got to get to the battery. Let's see what we got. I had to put a new battery in this thing the other day because the old one was just crushed, literally crushed by the battery mount. Terminals were all nasty with battery acid and all that kind of stuff. So got a new battery, so we should be good there. Oh shit, it's got a zip tie. Let's see if we can't cut it. There we go. All right, so decently long cables. Let me get them attached here and then I'll show you how long. Don't quite fit. Doesn't quite fit there. There we go. Decently long cables. Kind of have this thing set up right in the front of the truck. Let's see. Boom. And we'll get the hose and we'll start inflating. All right, I got my hose connected. One thing I will tell you is that from my experience with my other compressor, this thing, they put this little rubber thing here to protect your hands. After you air up all 4 tires, this gets incredibly hot. So just be wary. I'm probably, if this thing actually works and it does well, I'm going to change that out. Oh God. If it does well, we'll change that out to something else. Maybe make this whip hose just a little bit longer or put a fitting right on the compressor itself with a little push button. So, all right, let's see. I'm going to try to air up 1 tire with the truck off and see how it does. Nice long air hose. So let's see what I set my tire at when I aired it down, because I don't know. I didn't check it. These things thread on here pretty nice. Seal up pretty well. Right now my tire is filling up the hose, it feels like. We're at about, what is that, 5, 10, 15, 20, 5, 10, 15. We're about at 16 PSI. I've got air coming out somewhere. Oh, so there might be a check valve or something wrong. Let's turn it on. Okay, I'm gonna start a timer. See what it takes to get up to, oh jeez. Pumping some air. It's a little annoying. All right, as soon as I started it and shut it back off, the check valve or piston or reed valve or whatever is in this thing seemed to close up just fine. So now we are not leaking anything. And geez Louise, that was about 3:30. I don't know how long that was, but I'm going to have to shut the camera off and time it. I'm already at 27 PSI. That was quick. And that's not even with the truck running, so holy smokes. All right, I got the truck running now just to optimize. I know these air compressors don't like to run on 12 volts. They like 14. This thing, the only problem I'm noticing so far is that the indicator is obviously way higher than the pressure inside the tire. So I'm going to have to shut it off to see the actual pressure that I'm at. A little annoying, but I'm telling you, this thing I think is going to be very quick. Yeah, we're already at 30 something. Jeez Louise, I think that's it. All right, so I just filled up the front. I got it running right now, but I'm going to shut the camera off. I have to use my phone to time it, but I'm going to check what pressure I'm at, fill it up, and see how long it took to fill up one tire. Let's see if this works. I'm coming up on a minute now, so I'm gonna shut it down and see where we're at. That was a minute, and I went from 20 to 35 PSI. Well, guys, I'm actually pretty impressed with this compressor setup. I was able to air up each tire from 20 to 35 PSI in about a minute, which is pretty impressive, meaning all 4 tires take 4 minutes? I don't know. I think there are absolutely some parts and pieces that need to be upgraded on this. The gauge doesn't really work very well. I think a bigger hose, a multi-tire inflation system, maybe even an Anderson plug for the electrical connection so that it's quick and easy. I did grab the electrical cable immediately after airing up all 4 tires, and it wasn't super hot, so that's good. Wire seems to be sized appropriately. I filled up a whole tire with the truck off, and the truck started just fine. Obviously, I said I got a new battery, so I don't know if that has something to do with it or how much this draws. But for what you get, this thing is a monster. I mean, I have no experience with the Morflate compressor or the Harbor Freight compressor, and they're probably equally as good. And I believe this one is right up there with them. So I'm super excited that they were willing to reach out and send me one of these. I'm going to put a link down in the description below where you can check them out yourself and maybe even pick one up. I'm certainly going to make some improvements to this. I'm going to put a bigger hose. I'll probably do a multi-tire inflation setup, a better gauge, change the electrical up a little bit, and then this is going to be my go-to compressor. I cannot believe how fast that was. And there's nothing worse than sitting there waiting for, I mean, I got this little Pittsburgh one, and I was, 25, 30 minutes. Like, come on. So with all 4 tires at once, we're going to revisit this, see how quick we can get it to air up from 15 or 20 PSI. Keep in mind, these are, 265, 70, 17s or something like that. They're a size above stock, so they're not super big. We'll see how this thing does on 40s, and we'll go from there. But thanks again to Tozalazz for sending out a compressor. Happy to get to use it today. Happy to get up in the mountains today. Had a blast up here somewhere in the Sierras. I can't believe this is where I call home. So super fortunate, super happy. But that's it for now, guys. Subscribe if you want. Hit that like button. Stick around. We'll be back. I got a lot of stuff going on at home, but we'll be back. I got parts and pieces ready to go. I just got to put a car seat in this thing, and then I can go tons and 40s, if you know what I'm saying. All right, boys. We'll see you in the next one.